here we go. This is your monthly October reading with me, and it's happening in the week of solar eclipse, which is very fated and destiny moment. So let's see what energies start now. Tomorrow is October, and we're gonna look what is this mood for October for you, Sagittarius. Okay, I think this got already. Who got it? Was it Virgo? So, number 5 is always number of change. I think this is totally pointing out now this what energies are going on in this solar eclipse. There is this, how you call it, like a three planets in action, and it's a totally water sign. And the water sign is kind of in this picture is even the influence of water is showing with this cauldron pot, completely like a fertility moment. Water is the element of fertility, yes. But water is also connected to, okay, we are talking about now this, what is this tree? So we have here Venus in Scorpio. We have here Mars in Cancer. So Venus and, or let's say like this, Venus and Mars, polar opposites, masculine and female. They are in water sign, Scorpio and Cancer. And then we have even Saturn in Pisces. All this is stirring in the pot. And here is your energy for October. So maybe you find your soulmate. Maybe you will find this connection. Because they are totally like back to back. It's almost like it makes me think about Mr. and Mrs. Smith. You will maybe in October, Sagittarius, you will meet somebody like that, who is kind of like a mirror person of you. Somebody who has same capacities, same abilities. I don't think that you are like a serial killer, but maybe you are like killing it in what you do. You are like using your firepower, and you are meeting somebody who is equally, you're equal. Back to back, you are like having this deeper connection than normally, because this is the energy now with the Scorpio and Venus. How deep you can go as a partner, as a friend, as a lover, how deep you can go. That's the challenge for month of October. Okay, and he's here. Then we got one Shaman's Dream card. Yeah, all sacred dreamers dreaming the world into being. And what is Sagittarius doing? I talk about mirror, not wrong. How good I am. We have a vanishing mirror, echo sublimation. There's something about ego death. Like maybe you have met even a person who is very egoistic, and now you are showing them the mirror, and they're gonna taste their own medicine. Something like that. Like when you mirror things to another person, it's a natural thing. Babies mirror their mothers or parents, or like we are like mirrors to each other. And this mirror energy is now you have met somebody who is mirroring things, and you are like kind of getting wise about this reflection you see. What you see in the mirror. Just remember, when you look into chaos, the chaos looks back at you. So be careful if you see that. Then of course this mirror makes me think like this kind of evil stepmother, like who is the fairest of them all, and then it's showing in the mirror is showing like in somebody would be final coming up your image in the internet or something, and it's like, oh my god, Sagittarius is so beautiful. Oh my god, she's more beautiful than me. Then somebody is completely like a triggered by that you are so amazing, like maybe what you do. There's this evil stepmother thing, like, oh my god, I cannot take it. How she can be so good, how he can be so good. And it's like this. Anyway, you are maybe like a Snow White, maybe surrounded by these 7 dwarfs, busy. But something is happening here. And this is now your October. We're gonna look this in that. Anyway, let's put this timer up. Many signs got third eye chakra crystal, but you got sacral chakra, which again is the same kind of energy. Emperor and Empress coming together. Sacral chakra is sexuality, creativity. It's also kind of like how much you can be in your kind of young energy. This kind of new chapter in your life, kind of full energy. Maiden would be the archetype in female, you could look. But if the maiden goes bad as well, if the emperor and empress go bad, they start to be people pleasers. They do everything what other people ask them to do, and they don't think what they want themselves. Even martyr, like a Jesus on the cross, like there is this kind of thing, like somebody's crucifying you, you would be otherwise like completely potent messiah, whatever, guru, kind of king, queen, but no, then they crucify you, like, oh my god, like we cannot handle this kind of high vibe. No, like it's too much. Somebody, again, like this evil stepmother energy here, like somebody is like jealous or something. But yes, you can be, you are a fire sign, you can be in your sexual energy, that's very, very potent. You can be creative, you can be all what you can be, and nobody should stop you now in October. Nobody. You claim it. You take it. It's yours. And here it can be very potent. These feelings stirring in the pot with this kind of solar eclipse, even sun kind of portal. Okay, let's see. But you got this deck, which is the Fantastic Creature Tarot. What is your one card that is opportunity for October? It's his King of Pentacles. Wow, very beautiful, handsome guy. Yes, look at this. This is an opportunity. If you're female, we're talking about this maiden energy. That's like showing up here. But this, of course, is King of Pentacles is like a good king. Yes, very, can be committed, can be even rich. But is abundant. It's a king of abundance. So now this king of abundance is your theme for October. We're gonna read this card. Maybe we read immediately. Yes. King of Pentacles. Yes, that could be your match. That could be. It's even here. Kind of like same kind of blonde hair. But it's an opportunity for October. The signs would be, for example, Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But it could be even yourself. This is your opportunity to be this kind of wealthy, good king, like able to like put healthy limits and boundaries in your own kingdom. All these animals can be happy ecosystem there. You are the kind of like a gamekeeper. Yes, that's the word, gamekeeper. That's your opportunity to be the gamekeeper. Where is the pentacle energy here? Here we have the last. So, indeed, it's the last in this book. Maybe you have to look all the cards before you came up with this kind of person, or even with yourself. It's like a way of maturity now. To take care of your kingdom. What is your kingdom about? So your opportunity is Lord of the Greenwood. The oldest form of green man comes from Celtic legends. God of the woodlands, animals and fertility, the Lord of the Greenwood is portrayed in Old English church carvings as a half-seen face peering out of leaves. Antlers crown his head, and his eyes are brilliant and piercing. On this card, Lord of the Greenwood merges with the goddess Earth Mother. Yeah, it's the goddess in this is like just the earth. It's just like, it's totally like a making love to the Gaia. The web of life is strung behind him between two trees. Shown are some of the animals within his protective domain. He deeply loves and cares for each child that is born of his union with the goddess. Yes, this is like the kids out of this union. Could be like a Empress energy is always creativity. We have it all, this Empress, Emperor. It's showing in this card. Your opportunity is totally this Emperor, Empress, being creative, sexual, even active. King and Queen this month. So there is your opportunity. Let's see what is your challenge. Sagittarius, we are looking into what is your challenge. This one. Okay. So if we have the opportunity to be completely abundant and rich, the challenge is this poor mentality, like a left in the cold, like a little match girl idea. You're just this one match. Well, this has everything blooming. Here, this couple is in the snow and the guy has maybe broke the leg and the girl has no even shoes. They are in the snow and there's no hope. It's like feeling like a lack and feeling like not worry and feeling like poor and everything is lost. But there is a spiritual wealth here in this picture. The 5 are in this church or in this community. They are a little bit isolated. They are left outside. They feel like outsiders. But they should look just where the light is. And there will be all the help they need. The community is the key here, the challenge. But why? Of course, now it's October, the snow can come. This is the season even. But the same number is here with this couple. And what they are doing here, no, they are not. They're like whining about the issues or like being martyrs or people pleasers or whatever is this downside of this crystal even. No, they are back to back like Mr. Smith and Mrs. Smith, and they are cooking something in this pot, completely ready to be in their powers. They are even smiling. So that's is a challenge. This is the overall energy. You can be like this, victorious. I can see some comments here, but who is it? So, present Manna, hey, how will my future wife look or something? No, the thing went off. Yes, I continue. If there is somebody Sagittarius in the end, I will look these comments and I will make sure that I see that there is somebody saying, yes, I'm Sagittarius, or there's something to do with Sagittarius. And then I have subscribed and I can pick your question. But the question has to be also clear. So you have now time to think about your question. So Love Dragon is seeing this. That you could be this 5, but the challenge is, the downside is feeling poor and lack. And still opportunity is being rich and abundant. And yeah, echo is always in us, the fear in us. We are fearful of even striving for greatness. We're gonna read this card in the end. Now we're gonna go to see some rune. 3 runes that tell you about your October Sagittarius. 1, 2, 3. First one is good luck. So this is actually even Jupiter is ruling sign of Sagittarius, and this is kind of aligned with that. So you are lucky, you can be lucky, born under the lucky stars. Protection. Also, you can protect your wealth, your abundance, and courage. That's what it takes. How much courage you have, or how much courage these kind of secret agents, Mr. Smith and Mrs. Smith, how much courage they have to do their job or love. That's the question. This movie really could be for you. Then next we're gonna see the current feelings of your person, Sagittarius. It's October. So these are feeling cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sagittarius. Now the truth comes. What is about the person who is highest person for you, thinking about you, feeling about you. What actually is happening? Okay, let's see. So here we have totalitarianism begins with thought police and wins with self-censorship. Angel's warning, okay. Florian, Julian, David, this is some kind of a little bit of political idea. But yeah, sometimes this kind of way of thinking might block us even. This looks like the world of the totalitarianism. It's maybe here as a challenge. But here is something going on. The way you look at me, I feel so sexy. You are sexy. Yeah, this is big love. Yes, cherry on the cake. There is something not bad. Passionate, the sexuality was already here mentioned. This is the abundance, the healthy sex life, yes. Okay. Throat chakra. The truth sets me free. Moo, it's my milk. Okay, this is a bit like a boundary setting here right now. Like, okay, so you want my milk? That's my milk. That's my like heavenly milk and honey. That's altitude is here, okay. Then, maybe your person see this. What is this cow? Here, True Love by Astrid Swan. In your imagination, there's a place without me. While I'm glad you can keep it there, it threatens my being. So the person feels like you are okay without them, and this is like an echo hitting the ego. Like, oh my god, this person actually can be without me. Like, I love them so much, and then they are not caring about me. This kind of thing is here. Like a swan, they are meant to be in a couple, and now the swan feel like, oh, my swan. What is it? Is it the black swan? Doesn't look like. It's totally like me. Some kind of like a feeling like this. We are so aligned, we belong together. Anyway, a person has this kind of feelings of unity. Throat chakra, I delight in sharing my truth with others. Bah, I miss you. So there's this even. And crown chakra, my power rests in being who I am. Okay, there's this strong ego. One of you at least have this kind of strong ego, or maybe both of you, and that's the problem. Gonna look deeper. So now, next thing we're gonna see is there's this special spread about ancestors read, and now we ask, it's like October and the Day of the Dead is coming. We're gonna ask help from the ancestors to this whole love situation. And messages from your ancestors and dead people and spirits and everybody's gonna help you now to see what to do. So we read this in the end. So, opportunity challenge. We're gonna use the very sexy deck Erotic Fantasy Tarot to see this love life of yours. So first there's 6 cards, and one is, where do I have to focus in this next cycle? And we are talking about October. We have here, what stops me from healing? What part of my shadow wants to come alive? And now the ancestors are telling you this. What would help the unfinished business be finished? This one thing. Sagittarius, then, what brings me closer to God and nature and my true essence? And last but not least, is like a tree of life, and now we go to the trunk and the root and the Baba Yaga, the old hack, which is there to say like, Sagittarius, this is my wisdom and message for you. Okay, let's see this witchy tree. I'm not gonna take reversal now. This, I think this whole thing's the game. Ah no, wow. I already peaked. Baba Yaga is here again, saying like a sexy mother MILF is here. Anyway, so you have to focus in this next cycle in October to Graal, to the love, to the ever-flowing eternal love. Yes, yes. If it was not already obvious, there is something about this couple. There is this soulmate possible for you. This is a big love. So maybe we even read this, because this is a focus point for you. It's the biggest cup somebody can give to you, and you can give to the others. Emotions are running high on Halloween. So let's see. Sagittarius. Stability in change. The chalice of kings. Confidence when confronted with changes. Remain yourself, but be ready to welcome the world. Okay, so it was even having this more like a be open to love in the world overall. Focus on that openness. Keep your heart open. Let's say this is like a flowing waterfall of emotions, clear emotions. Clean waters then. What stops me from healing? What stops me from having this? Emperor. What has Emperor now do that is going sour? Like there is this big king. Like a big king, no, but like it's a picky king. Dirty, dirty old Emperor. What is this Emperor doing that is like, maybe is not so emotionally connected? We have having all these emotions here for Sagittarius, and still the Emperor is like sour and a little bit tyrant. We had it in these cards. Yes, we had the tyrant card. We had it. It was here. Totalitarianism begins with thought police and ends with self-censorship. So now something like that is going on here. Its kingdom is a little bit like a controlled. So I don't know, maybe Emperor can be very focused on the work, very focused on the task, very focused on the mission, and then the relationship, the career first, relationship then. And there is this whole control of what Emperor wanna say to you, or you as Emperor, like there's this kind of control. Remember, your opportunity is this good king. So something about that. Maybe they are the same person. But that stops from healing happening. This kind of strict king. What part of my shadows wanna come to a light now? Wow. So there is this. There is this. First of all, I already talked about the maiden energy. So maiden, when it's good, it's adventurous. It is new ideas, new way of doing, thinking, going, like a full like new chapter in your life, completely passionate about life, like a lover of life. This, if it goes bad, fearful about all those things. Pleasing other people. Again, people pleaser comes in play. Martyr, somebody else controls. Indeed, this Emperor is taking hold on this free-spirited, freedom-seeking traveler, and then it's not feeling good. But that's here. Two major arcana cards, 0 and 7. So interesting. Like this, I already connected to the Mr. Smith and Mrs. Smith, and it's kind of like agent, special agent. And here we have 0-7. It's also kind of James Bond stuff. But then James Bond stuff would also be very much like they are in the bed. James Bond always do this. And the swings are even like, I cannot watch, I cannot say anything. But shadow coming to a light, sexual drive. There is a huge sexual, okay, you're a fire sign, there's huge sexual drive. Something about that sexuality is connected to the creativity, is connected to this this maiden energy, this adventurous things, like a 50 Shades of Grey. That's the shadow. You need that kind of like a bondage thing now in October. You need like some intense passion, and it's coming to a light. What are your needs? You need the freedom, you need this passion, you need this kind of even Pluto is in Capricorn currently, so it's like you need this kind of feeling it, this god of the underworld, like let it like mix this pot of feelings and passion. But somehow the couple is highlighted. Love making, shadow. What is about that? What do you recognize yourself? Something walking away from this. And free. This is like a bondage. This is like somebody is binded to the bed, and here is like, no, I take my freedom. Okay. Anyway, here we have what would make me finish the unfinished business. Wow, magician. Just stay in your, like, understand this, how much you have to just take action, not think about it. This is next card from here. Actually, the Fool can be just an inspiration to then the life path start from here, and the next step is this. You have the intention, you have all the amazing visions where you're going, and then you make it happen. And that is now here. Unfinished business, you just have all the tools on your table, you just use all the tools. You use your magic. You are magic, yes, Sagittarius. Don't forget that. But whatever is your working room, whatever is your setting of doing it, that's the place, that's a sacred place for you where the magic happens, and you should cultivate this kind of sacred place. I think this is a power struggle now, I see it. You have something with the daddy shadow here also, healing. Yeah, if you would need to heal something, is something with your dad, or with something with father energy, like a totalitarianism, somebody really wanting to control you, and you don't want to be controlled, you want to be free. That's like here also the free-spirited lover of life is binded to the bed. Here is keeping the power in the center. Love. This is one cup. This is one cup. You are asked to focus on this love, emotions. Emotions, which was this archetype that emotion is such an important. Wait. You might be like thinking that emotions are bad, but no, it's actually a good. Which one is it? Yes, Sage. The wisdom of the Sage archetype streams through the development, discernment, and transformative abilities inside her emotional process. Her healing power and intuitive channels flow through the element of water. And the Sage shadow work is to no longer hide her true emotions, to feel connected to her community and experience her sense of belonging in the world. Learn how to transform wounds into wisdom and accept the full expression of your emotions as a superpower, not a weakness. That is here, yes. Because you would think like feeling emotional is like you are weak. You're weak to show it. No, our world needs more like this kind of dark goddesses who are even angry, very angry. When they're angry, like a thunder. You could look all kind of weather like thing. Now it's raining, for example, where I'm sitting. So it's kind of like full blown, like a rain is like sadness. Then we have this anger and storm hitting. Like these women are, for example, able to express those kind of emotions very well. And they have a purpose. They serve a purpose. It's good. Somebody did wrong to you, Yes, let the thunder, thunder come. It's healing. It's clearing the air. So then, what brings me closer to nature? Okay, so now we have this painful phase of the wound what has happened here. Somebody has wounded you. This is Three of Swords, is completely like a being wounded. You have to at least remove the sword that healing can happen. But this would bring you closer to God, to maybe accept those wounds as part of life. Accept all parts of yourself, even the hurtful dark parts. They serve a purpose. Even this is a bit like a harakiri again, like feeling like you're no good anymore. But if you think about this Mr. Smith and Mrs. Smith, of course they get hurt a little bit in their work. That's the nature of being a special agent. You are sometimes taking the mission that is a little bit impossible, especially with people who are not healthy. Okay, then. So Baba Yaga is showing up the sexiness again of Empress. How sexy you can be, Sagittarius. How beautiful this dark autumn nights, and you can put your lingerie on and be this MILF. If you're not mother, anyway, this kind of energy of really creative Empress. That's Baba Yaga wants you to be this creative Empress type, man or female. Of course, this was stopping you healing. Emperor is the divine counterpart to Empress. So what about that? Maybe the Empress too has in the pocket some little tricks to make the Emperor feel something. Because that's the healing that needs to happen. But maybe it's only all about some daddy issues. Because this is in the cards, opportunity. There is some beautiful gamekeeper around. Very fitting to this landscape, I would say. But maybe you make a good choice. Of course, you can be in a marriage, and then it's all about having this kind of harvest moment, celebrating all you have, understanding you are like a divine counterparts, and you are like meant for each other in the sense like, how can I support you, baby? How can we do this together? We are actually the same. We are back to back. We can do this. We got this. So, what stops? Let's see the vanishing mirror now. 58. Sagittarius. Advice for October. Eco-sublimation, letting go of self-centeredness, becoming a vessel of possibility. Of course, female body for sure is a very beautiful vessel. Do you ever wonder if your self-definition has become too rigid, too fixed? Okay, this is also Emperor. Here is a rigid one. But let's show this all. So your self-definition has become too rigid, too fixed around what you come to learn, so that you contract your life in the zones of safe versus unsafe. This here is okay, but over here, well, that might be too risky. Judgment, fear, self-righteousness, and overconfidence are only some of the traits that keep you from evolving. We are all products of our conditioning, so remember that this part of the human experience. It is part of the human experience. Yet you are not meant to remain static, seeking only what you expect, even if it appears ambitious, is still too narrow. You go nowhere when you hesitate to move out of your comfort zone. When you focus too much on yourself, this way you become a servant of the ego. It edges God out, removing the magic of possibility. Imagine looking into a mirror. Set this to couple because they're kind of looking each other like a mirror. Imagine looking into a mirror and seeing only what you are now. If you can let your self-definition soften, moving beyond the veil to your potential, a magical emptiness exists where all things are possible. Look again. Who could you be? Okay, this was showing in the other side of the sour mirror, shows this bad, and this is almost like an angel on your shoulder show this, devil shows this. Which picture you wanna see? What would you see reflected if you allowed yourself to be other than how you defined yourself now? Nothing less is required of you now. In this moment, let go of who you think you are and allow a new you to emerge. You will recognize yourself as what you are, a partner in co-creation, in service to the divine. Doesn't it feel good? That's a beautiful thing. Having courage. That was for the October theme. Being lucky, even protection. Protect your world and understand it's possible. It's possible to thrive. It's possible to have all these beautiful things. And the sex doesn't have to be limiting you. You can heal this shadow. It's somehow related to this scene.